Morning guys, and welcome back to the channel. Back on the Mini front suspension. We've got a few things to go through today. What we're going to first jump into though is thank you for everyone who subscribed. 300 subscribers, and what we're going to do is maybe a little bit of giveaway. So what I've got is for the rears, what I did is a while back when I first started thinking of this project, I started buying a few bits that I got on special. So I was expecting to keep the R53 rear brake, so I bought some Brembo brake pads for an R53. So brand new. I have opened them just because I was looking at them, obviously, so I wanted to see. So as we can see, there you go, brand new brake pads for an R53. So we're going to do that as a bit of a giveaway, and what we'll do is details of what that'll be at the end of the video. So what we're going to do is prepare the chassis rails and clean up all the inner guard, make sure we've got no rust. So we're going to clean up that, get that prepared for paint. Then what we're going to do at some point is we're going to go underneath the car, so where the front subframe sits under the car, check for any rust, clean that up and paint it if we need to. Then what we'll do, insert the coilovers as well, and we're going to look at the front hubs and check the threads on those, make sure they're all prepared, ready to go on. So let's jump into cleaning those inner wheel arches. Looking at the hubs, so we've had them painted up all silver just to match the back, as I think I mentioned before. There are certain spots obviously where he hasn't put paint because he wants to make sure things sit flat, and you can already see this starting to get a little bit of surface rust, but that's alright. We'll grease that up down inside there as well. That's all good. That's where we had to cut away that ball joint. Right, what I wanted to check, obviously, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but obviously in the back the sensors sit horizontal like this, you know, going into the hub, and so while there's crap that can get in there, there's a lot less chance, whereas these of course sit straight down, which you're going to get crap in there up and down all the time. And from memory, the nuts are slightly different as well, the bolts that hold them in. So I'm just going to be checking the thread. I'm going to also check this is clean and free so that the sensor fits in nice and easily. We will be putting some anti-seize grease all the way through it as well, so that it's not so much of a pain for the next person that has to come along, because at some point obviously these will probably, you know, something will go wrong, I'm sure, at some point in the rest of the, hopefully in this car will still be around for long enough for that to happen. But so we'll clean these up for now, and yeah, we've got the hubs ready, but we're not going to put those on right now because, well, obvious reasons, to be honest. We're not, I want them in the car. I don't want to sort of add too much weight while putting everything in together, and we'll sort of get those ball joints in place. I have got the ball joints, but I've got some spacers coming. Now there's a big question around the spacers, but we'll talk about it at the time when when we get those parts. Right, let's get into this. Okay, so yesterday, using the nice bench vise, I managed to get the aluminium component of the rear control arm bush, or rear wishbone bush, into about there, and then I was like, okay, it's not moving too much further. So I kind of gave up yesterday, knowing this just did get painted inside here, so there's a bit of layer of paint that's got to come with it. But anyway, I've actually managed to put the other one all the way in using some of these nice sockets, some bits of rubber, some quite hard rubber to try and protect everything. So we're going to have another go at this one. Anyway, let's see how we go, because as I said, the other one I managed to get on. Trusty vise, I have actually given that a nice grease up as well, so let's see how we go. Okay guys, we've taken you through the introduction. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go underneath and check. I think we've got some footage in there of how we've cleaned up underneath. Just where the rear part of the subframe connects underneath, we've given that a bit of a clean. And we'll just go and have a quick look. So let's get some light in here. Sorry, it's my really bright light as well, so I'll just try. Here we go. How about that? So we can see over there, there was bits of rust on the outside and on this one over here. Here we go. Hopefully that's not too bright. You can see that all right. So there's a bit of rust there, so we've cleaned that up, put some rust encapsulator on, and put some CIO on. Again, that's Buzzwell product. That one wasn't too bad, but what we're going to do is clean that, and on the other side there, we'll clean those up, and then what we're going to do is put a quick coat of wax on, which will just help protect, especially because it's just underneath the car here. That'll just give that paint a little bit of extra protection so that it'll last a little bit longer. So we're going to do that. Then what we're going to try and do is roll the subframe in, connect everything back up in there, and when I look at the engine like that, I think, oh, I want to do that as well, but you know, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I'll definitely try and give that a bit of clean. And guess what? Oh gosh, there's a Mini with an oil leak. Still, it's 15 years old. It's all right. It's all right. And anyway, so let's get on with that. We're going to give these a clean and get on with putting this in, putting this wax on. Then while we're waiting for that to just dry up a little bit before we put the subframe in, what we'll do is we're going to have a look at, we'll look at the hubs and get those prepared. Get those ball joints up in there and anything else that needs to go on to get ready to put the subframe in. Alright, let's get on with it. Okay, quick video update. E.g. a little bit of talking, less time-lapse. So the subframe's enough together to go back under the car, but as you will have just seen from the time-lapse, I was just checking the chassis rails underneath to see what they're like. A little bit of rust there, not a lot, but you know, if I don't look at it now, who knows when the next thing will be off again. So what we'll do while we're just waiting for the rust encapsulator to dry out, we'll start getting this prepared. Sorry for the light spots. We're going to get this up on the trolley jack. We'll get it ready to sort of take it back under the car and see if we can't start looking to maneuver that back in. I've got this feeling I'm running out of time today. I think I don't know what time it is. It's probably getting a little bit late, so we'll get this ready. You know, maybe we'll get something done, maybe we won't, but I'm not going to roll it. I probably doubt it, because at this point I've really got to put more paint under the car, and so we will carry on another day. So unfortunately that's the end of the weekend. Few issues, some progress, some questions to be asked during the week, and yeah, there we go. Unfortunately I was hoping to get this in, but not like it's going to go. So, but there you go, some progress. Got to be happy with progress. Okay guys, right, what a drama that one was. Anyway, we're all good. We're going to end the video there, but lots of exciting stuff coming up. Got some exciting news coming up as well. So the brakes for the front have turned up. So next episode, which I'll try and turn around really quickly, is the arrival of the big brake kit. Now, if anyone is following me on Instagram at Hyphens Classics, then you may have already seen them. Or if you're on my Facebook group, Hyphens Classics, then you possibly already seen them. But anyway, tune in and you watch me take those out and actually put them on the car. Right, I have come up with a good one. So, and in the comments, if you can tell me what brand the control arms are that I put on the rear of the car, which means you've watched probably one of the early videos. If you can tell me the brand of that, I'll sort of send some, we'll do some direct messages, get me your address, and I'll send those R53 brakes to you, brake pads. Right guys, hope you've enjoyed this video, and as I said, I'll try and get the next one out as quickly as possible so you can see that big brake kit. Take care for now. See you later.